Bree, and I'm back again. Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? So before we get started, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my other social medias at Bree Elise on Instagram, Bree Elise on Facebook, and at Bree_Elise on TikTok and Snapchat. And all of my social medias will be linked in the description box, so make sure you check them out. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. So this is going to be the story time that we've all been waiting for. It is a story time on what really happened with my work from home job, why I quit, what's the status on it, because I know I kind of left y'all hanging, but it was for good reason. I was trying to see if I was going to get my money, but I'm finna tell y'all if I'm going to get my money or not, or when, or whatever. So I was working for Found Ever. That's who I was working for, Found Ever. So yes, I am exposing them because they need to be exposed. Okay, so let's start off from the very beginning. Okay, so I found out I was pregnant in July of 2023, right? So I started getting my paperwork together in August of 2023 to see if I can go ahead and get paid for my maternity leave. So what I had to do was basically, I had to get paperwork, and this is paperwork from my doctor. I had to get paperwork from my doctor to confirm my doctor's appointments I had to go to, as well as my actual induction, and when I got induced or whatever. So I had to pay for that paperwork from my doctor. That paperwork was $25 that I had to pay to get my paperwork sent over to my job to confirm my pregnancy, right? Okay, so before that happened, I would have to call what's called the regroup. I had to call them and document every time I had to go to the doctor, right? Because at one time, I was just able to go on my days off, but after that, when I got closer to having my baby, I went 2 times a week. So I had to document every time I would go. So that was documented. Okay, so after I got the paperwork together, they submitted it to see if I was going to get approved, right? So I got approved for my maternity leave, right? I got approved for my maternity leave. So I don't know if I'm going to put it on here, but if I do, it's going to be either on this side or this side, so y'all can see that I was approved, and y'all can see all the times I called them to show I was going to my doctor's appointments and all of that, right? So, as some of y'all know, when you're pregnant, in order for you to put in for the pay, it has to be like short-term disability, FMLA. That's the insurance you need to get paid, right? So I'm also exposing their insurance company that Found Ever goes through, because that's who really had me messed up, okay? Along with the job. Matter of fact, their insurance company that they go through for FMLA, short-term disability, is MetLife. Me personally, I applied for short-term disability because that's what they told me I needed to apply for in order to get paid for maternity leave, right? Because they do offer it. It wasn't like they didn't offer maternity leave pay. They did offer it, okay? So another thing I want to mention too is that throughout this whole time of me being pregnant, I had to keep calling them, make sure they approve that maternity leave, because y'all, it was a headache trying to get that all together. Okay, so MetLife, and the real name of MetLife, let me tell y'all the real name, and I'm gonna put the denial letter for the pay for the maternity leave. So MetLife is the insurance company they go through. It's called, the real name is Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. Okay? That's the real name. So I'm going to put this denial letter on the screen so y'all know I'm telling the truth. Okay, so it says, Dear Brianna Mercer, that's my last name if y'all didn't know. Fun fact. Okay, dear Brianna Mercer, thank you for requesting short-term disability from Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. While we're contacting you, we want to update you regarding this request for short-term disability. What you need to know. After careful review of the Statement of Health requesting short-term disability benefits, we determined we cannot approve this request. Our decision was based on the applicant's height to weight ratio of 5 feet 6 inches, 312 pounds. Although we couldn't approve this request, any benefits already in effect will not be impacted by this decision. Okay, first of all, my height of 5 feet 6 inches and my weight of 312 pounds was the weight when I was pregnant. It's not, first of all, it's not my actual weight. Let's start there. That was only the weight that I was when I was pregnant, and they knew that. They knew I was pregnant because I had to fill out another form stating I was pregnant and a bunch of other details about me. So what does my height to weight ratio have anything to do with anything? All I'm trying to get is maternity leave pay because I have to go for maternity leave. What does my height to weight ratio have anything to do with anything? That's number one, okay? So once I found out that, I was calling everybody. I was calling supervisors. I promise y'all, I talked to everybody at Found Ever, at MetLife, about the situation, and nobody knew anything. They didn't do anything. Everybody did just basically disregarded. They didn't care, right? They didn't care about the situation. Okay? So, with that being said, that goes into what I had to do to try to get my maternity leave pay. Okay, so they said they wasn't going to pay me for maternity leave, right? Okay, so because of my height to weight ratio, which is absolutely outrageous. So what I had to do, or what I did do, I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and file for unemployment. Because at the time I was on my maternity leave, so technically I was on leave. So I wasn't actually actively working there anyway. So I went ahead and applied for unemployment. So unemployment originally denied me, right? They were saying that I left for no good reason. That was the reason why they denied me. So I did an appeal. Okay, here's where it gets juicy. Okay? So when I did the appeal, we had to do a 3-way call with me, the unemployment lady, and I'm going to expose her too because she was so rude to me. So rude and nasty to me. Her name is Teresa Martinez from the unemployment office in South Carolina. Yeah, I'm exposing you too, baby girl, because you were so rude to me. For what? Because you didn't want to do your job? That has nothing to do with me. Okay? So I hope you see this video. But anyway, yeah. Teresa and a person from my job was on the phone, right? We was on the 3-way call. So she got our information. Teresa got our information. And she asked me, why do you think you should get paid for maternity leave? Which was a stupid question. But I said, because it's against the law not to be paid for maternity leave. And the reason I'm not getting paid is because of my height to weight ratio. First of all, that's pregnancy discrimination, which is against the law as well. So, not too sure why I'm not getting paid. Because that's just like saying, oh, well, we're not going to pay you because your left eye is a little bit redder than the other eye, so we're just not going to pay you. Or, this is what they really want to say, your skin is a little bit darker than everybody else's, or darker than the people we do give maternity leave pay to, and that's why we're not paying you. And that's exactly what it was. I promise you, that is exactly what it was. It wasn't because of my height to weight. It was because of the color of my skin. Okay? That's exactly what it was. And I hate to make this a black and white issue. I really do. But it is. It is. Because I'm pretty sure Susie, Sally, and Sarah was able to get maternity leave pay. I bet you anything in this world, that's who was able to get it through Found Ever. But that's neither here nor there. That's my personal opinion. Okay? Yeah. So we're gonna get back to the story because I had to get it off my chest. That part right there. Okay. So where was I? Okay, so she asked me why did I think I needed to get maternity leave pay, and I told her it's against the law not to, as well as them talking about the reason is because of my height and weight, which is pregnancy discrimination. Okay, so she asked me did I agree with the paperwork that Found Ever sent in. I did, because it was a screenshot of me and my supervisor talking about how he was going to miss me and I was a good worker and all of this. My supervisor was amazing. I loved him. He did everything he was supposed to do, or everything he could do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I told him, because they're not paying me for maternity leave for this bogus reason, this is why I'm quitting. Yeah, because I did quit. Oh, my baby's spitting up. Hold on. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So the paperwork that was sent in was a screenshot of me and my supervisor's conversation, and the other paperwork was basically them telling unemployment that they fired me because I didn't come back from maternity leave, which is true. Whatever. If they want to say they fired me, if that's what they want to say, they can say that. But I just quit because I knew I wasn't coming back, because why not pay me? But anyway, so that conversation was really bogus. She was saying, oh, another thing too that I want to mention. She was saying that I should have sent in my maternity leave approval and all that, which I did. I did send that in to unemployment. The problem is that I didn't send that to my Found Ever, my job. I didn't send that to them. But why do I need to send paperwork to them when they already have that? How did you think I got the paperwork? First of all, I'm not their mother, and I'm not their secretary. They need to have their own paperwork. That was stupid. That little rule they got that I need to provide paperwork to them to be able to discuss it in my appeal is stupid. Hold on. Yeah, that was stupid. I just don't understand why I needed to provide paperwork to Found Ever when they're the one that gave me the paperwork in the first place. That was stupid. So she tried to, I said, yeah. I ended up telling her because I thought that was stupid. I said, yeah, I sent them the equipment. So she tried to say, oh, no, you didn't. Whatever. First of all, that's unprofessional. Why are you telling me, why are you basically calling me a liar? Why are you calling me a liar? If I told you I did do it, then I did do it. But in reality, I didn't. Just to clear the air with that one, I didn't. But I did. I did tell a fib. Because I was just like, that's stupid anyway. That whole rule is stupid. They have their paperwork. Why do I have to provide them paperwork that they already had? Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, so going forward. Okay, so fast forward. The conversation was stupid. That, honestly, if y'all seen the why I quit my work from home job, or what was it called? I think it was called I quit my work from home job. That video, I'm going to put it on the screen, either on this side or this side. If you didn't already watch that video, make sure you watch that video, because that day is the unemployment appeal. That's what I was mad about in that video in the beginning. But what I was going to say too is that after that, I ended up getting denied for the unemployment because they said I left for no good reason, which I don't know who would stay if they're not getting paid because of their height and weight. Who would stay at a job that bases their height to weight ratio on if they're going to get paid or not? That is outrageous. And anybody that stays because of that reason is stupid. Or I'm not about to stay because y'all want to say, oh, because your stomach is a little bit bigger than Susie Ann's, we're not going to pay you. Really? Come on now. But anyway, okay, so after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to get a lawyer. Now, I haven't had no, and then that, if y'all been keeping up with my channel, y'all know that I said originally that I'm going to have to get a lawyer. So, let me tell you about this. I talked to 2 lawyers, right? Both of these lawyers were stupid as well. I'm telling you, I can't make this up. One of the lawyers said, oh, it's just an office job. Oh, it's just an office job. It's not against the law to not be paid for maternity leave when they offer it. No, it's not. I don't care if I was working at a damn lemonade stand. You need to pay me for maternity leave. I don't care. That little reason was stupid. Very stupid. For my height and weight. Really? Come on now. So, he was stupid for saying that. Talking about, oh, it's just an office job. Yeah, he didn't want to do it. Just say you don't want to do it. Be real with me. I hate when people beat around the bush. Just say you don't want to do it and leave it at that. All that extra stuff is uncalled for. Just tell me you didn't want to do it. And then another lawyer I talked to, she told me, so won't you just reapply? Reapply so they can tell me the same exact thing? If you didn't want to do that, just say it. Just say you didn't want to do it. I don't know why I had bad luck with the lawyers. But you know what? I'm going to have to throw this around. Money. I'm going to have to throw money around for somebody to take me seriously. Which I know that now. Because I was just getting advice at that point. At that point, you wasn't representing me. And that we haven't even got to the point of money at that point. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on with that. But fast forward it to now. I did do another appeal with their insurance company, MetLife. So they said they will review it within 45 days and get back to me on the decision for the appeal. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to get my hopes up because what's going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what's probably going to happen. What's probably going to happen is they're not going to email me back after that 45-day mark. So I'm going to have to call them. When I call them, they're going to be like, oh, they didn't even look into this yet. I kid you not. The customer service for Found Ever, when you work for them, is horrible. Nobody knows anything that they're doing. Nobody can help you, okay? That's another thing. Nobody can help you because they are so unprofessional and unorganized. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Is basically I am waiting to hear back from MetLife to see what they're going to do about the situation. If they do nothing, I am going to sue. But when I do sue, I'm going to lead with the money part of it. I'm going to lead with that so that they already know. Whoever's going to help me, I'm going to give you a pretty penny. Because if I don't, y'all are not going to help me, obviously. But anyway, yeah, that's why be careful if you work for Found Ever. If you decide to get pregnant, be careful with that. Be careful. And honestly, before the pregnancy situation, I didn't have a problem with Found Ever. It was a good job, but up until now, I wouldn't recommend that job to nobody. I was working there for 5 years, and they decided to tell me that they wasn't going to pay me because of my height to weight ratio for maternity leave. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Like, I don't know. I was shocked. When I first got this in the mail, talking about my height and weight, I was like, how does that even make sense? And then that's the thing. Before I even got this in the mail, because I requested this to be sent to me in writing, they told me over the phone that that's the reason. And I was like, that don't even make sense because I'm pregnant. How does my height and weight how does my height to weight ratio have anything to do with me going on maternity leave? Couldn't answer that. Just trying to rush me off the phone. So, well, we can mail it to you. We can mail it to you. Okay, what is mailing it to me going to yeah, you can send it to me in writing because I'm going to have my lawyer look over it. Because this is outrageous. And I can't believe that. And anybody that's a lawyer, if you're watching this video, My email is in my description box. If you want to represent me, I would definitely appreciate it. Because what I need is a RISA. It's called a RISA attorney. That's what I need. If you're a RISA attorney and you're watching this video, definitely email me. Because I would love to get some help. Because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it. But that's what happened with Found Ever, y'all. That is exactly what happened. I'll probably be sharing this on all my social medias because I need to spread awareness of that company and how dirty they did me. But that was a story time about what actually happened and what the status is. I will keep y'all updated on what happened. So that's just the first part of it. It'll probably be a part 2 because this is not over. They thought that I was just going to forget about this and move on. Absolutely not. My ancestors worked too damn hard for me to just give up now. No, absolutely not. My ancestors worked too hard making a way for us, black people. So I will not stop now. Okay? So that's the end of this video. I just wanted to do my little story time about what happened. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.